Hi, James at Bespoke Airsoft here, and in this episode we're looking at the Tokyo Marui Glock 19 gas blowback pistol. So here we'll be looking at this small compact pistol in this review. First, let's get to the top-down camera, see what this thing's like up close and personal, especially the box. Look at the box, it's amazing. And then we'll get to the chrono and the accuracy test, and then we'll be back in front of the camera. As you'll have seen from the title and me speaking about it already, we're looking at a Marui pistol. Now, I haven't covered a Marui pistol on this channel for a while now, but being as we've got quite a few Marui bits and pieces in stock, some are out of stock, you know, it's just the way it goes with Marui. Sometimes it flies off the shelf. But we're going to look at some models from them anyway and just do a little bit of a review on them. And I'm more than excited for the first one to be the Glock 19. This is not a fresh off the press release, it's probably been around for a little while now, but it's the first time that I've actually had hands on with this pistol myself. So this is the Tokyo Marui Glock 19, it's a 3rd gen. Let's have a look. You know, one thing you've got to give to Marui straight off the bat, and you know, yes, I have used Marui for a lot over the years. It's attention to detail, and to be honest, with that in mind, they really are top of the leaderboard. Say what you want about them being plastic or compare them to other models, this is how you do a box. And you know, go to Umarex, who've got the licensed Glocks now, look at their boxes. Diabolical, you know, it's a licensed product, and this is how it should be. This is how a licensed product should look. But all that out of the way, let's take a look. Glock 19, we open the box, we've got the manual and bits and pieces behind the polystyrene there. Not really too interested in that, are we? Not really. Got the pistol itself, we've got the unjamming rod and cleaning rod behind the pistol, we've got a Glock 19 magazine, some bit in Japanese there that I can't read, and then I think we've got some extra accessories in this little compartment here. I think it's just BBs and such which they like to put in there. See if I can actually open it. So let's put this open. We've got the barrel plug which they like to give. They've got the little clips that you can put in the magazine to dry fire it without holding your hand on the slide release. And of course we've got some Marui BBs, probably the best BBs that you get included free with a gun. No one else does it as well as Marui out there in terms of free ammunition. So pop this box back on there. We've obviously got a load of details on the box. I'm not sure if you'll see this, let me zoom you in. 3rd generation, caliber 9x19, system, safe action, length, slide width, height, line of sight, trigger distance, mag capacity, barrel length, weight loaded, trigger pull, you know, all this really cool little snippets of information which for collectors and stuff out there, you can absolutely love this. It's, you know, they really do know how to make a box. So we have the Glock 19, we have a gas magazine. It rhymes. So yeah, you might be saying, oh god, another Glock, really? Well, I hadn't seen this pistol before. I hadn't shot it, so I really wanted to get hands on with it. And yes, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. If you're new to Tokyo Marui, all their handguns are plastic externals, plastic slide, plastic barrel, plastic frame, plastic trigger. You tend to find that some of the internal parts are metal, like the frame and such, where everything holds on, but everything external and such is plastic. Obviously parts of the blowback unit and the spring guide and such, they're going to be metal as well. Pop the slide back on there, very easy to take apart. 3rd gen Glock, if you've seen a 3rd gen Glock before, you know about all the controls. You've got your trigger, you've got a safety on the trigger, slide release found on the left hand side, takedown levers which are found on both sides which you have to pull down to take the slide off. You've got a rail here for your attachments, and Marui tend to have a plethora of bits and pieces that they shouldn't have in terms of markings and such. Iron sights, white dot, and the square shaped U at the back, very nice and prominent, very easy to find, great sight picture, gas magazine included, Now I spoke about this previously before. Tokyo Marui always used to do pins on their gas mags, and then they went to like a screw design, which you'll find in a lot of WE stuff now, where you take the plate off, you'd have a screw there, and if your magazine ever did start leaking over time, you could just nick that screw up and it would completely get rid of it. They've gone back to the pin system design now, and it's just a mistake in my opinion. I've had quite a few of their newer gen pistols with the pins leak if they've been left over long periods of time with no gas in them. So no issues found at all with new pistols out the box. It's just, you know, maintenance over time. You're gonna have to keep those O-rings and stuff lubricated. So Glock 19 platform, obviously smaller than the 17s that they do. They've done 26s before, they've done 34s. Just like a lot of their newer pistols. I'm gonna see if I can get this on camera here. Might be difficult with the light. The hop wheel, you've even got a little arrow on it, is accessible from the ejection port. So you don't have to take the slide off if you don't want to adjust the hop up. So you can, it isn't the easiest to get to. I mean, without gloves on, if you've got, you know, fingernail or something, you can get it on there. We'll obviously take the slide off. I'll show you. Nice spring guide design. Very nice, locks into place with a little nub on the front of the spring guide into the hop unit. And you'll see the system there. So you've got two wheels, and then when it's in the pistol you can access it from the ejection cover. The lighting really isn't the best in this room, so you can see it there. So you don't have to take the pistol apart to adjust your hop, which is nice. However, if you're wearing gloves or you're in the middle of a skirmish or an event or something like that, you're probably going to want to keep a small tool to hand. Perhaps it's a small flathead screwdriver or an Allen key, just in case you need to do some adjustments. You can get a tool in there nice and easy without having to take your gloves off, bits and pieces like that. So nice. There we go. Nice build quality for Marui as always. Yes, they're plastic, but they really do know how to brush their QC up to standard. And in terms of airsoft products, they really do have the highest QC that I've seen, and that's even going to the most expensive stuff like, you know, Systemas and, you know, the GBLS platforms. You know, you go buy a Tokyo Marui recoil off the shelf and it will be more reliable than all those more expensive platforms. And it is the QC on them. The QC on the hot rubbers and the inner barrels is just so good. That's why they have good performance out of the box. Gun is empty. We have gas in the magazine. Let's see, check the blowback action on this pistol. You know, you can't take, you know, another brand pistol out of the box and have it as snappy as that, and it's literally just down to the low weight because the slide. There are companies that come out with kits like steel slides and aluminium slides and such, and you do have to sort of pick the companies carefully. Some companies you can pick stuff and there's fitment issues, other companies you can pick stuff and it literally is a drop on part and it will perform absolutely superbly. So nice blowback action, nice feedback on the blowback unit as well. It's very strong for a small pistol. But we'll get to the chrono results just now and we'll see how this thing does. But the first thing you'll notice from all the Marui pistols, which I'm going to show you on the Bringing It Home show, is how consistent they are through the chrono. They're the most consistent gas blowback pistols I've ever done on the show, or in general put through a chrono. You just the shot variance and the cooldown on the magazines is just so much less in comparison to, you know, other brands. So we'll get to the accuracy test straight away. 15 meters, 0.2 gram BBs to begin with, 0.3 gram BBs. After that, I don't mess with the hop units. This is literally just an out the box perspective of how this gun performs. As you get it out the box, put some ammo in it and just start firing it. Didn't adjust the hop up whatsoever. With adjustments done to the hop unit, you obviously yield better results, of course. But like I say, I just like to give you an out the box as it is which sometimes can be good or bad depending on how they're set from the factories and in general. So 0.2 gram BBs first, 0.3 gram BBs second, and we'll put that up just now. So I know I didn't get to the showing these in the action test itself or on the TDC, but you can see here, TM Glock 19, we've got a couple of rounds here, a couple in the middle, and that's on 0.2s. Obviously 0.3s, our hit rate went up, which was nice. Just made it a little bit more predictable. Like, I don't mess with the hops with these guns when I test them. But to give you my opinions on this Glock 19, it's a very nice pistol. Obviously, I've never been a compact fan up until like maybe a couple of years ago when VFC did the 42 Glock, and I fell in love with that pistol. And then since then, I've kind of liked compact pistols. If it's something that I know, if it's something that when I'm going to a game and I know I'm not going to need it as much as a regular sidearm, I'll take something like this just because it's smaller. Takes up less space, less weight and such like that. I haven't had a Glock for a long time. This could be a good contender. Obviously we looked at the Armourer Works in one of the previous videos there. NE10, which was a compact 1911, which was nice as well. This, in my opinion, was better performing, which of course it's a Marui. But of course you don't have the realism and the weight there that 1911 did, so this is very nice. Could I field this or would I use it? Yes, I would, 110%. You know, finding a holster for this thing might be a little bit more difficult depending on the size. I can't remember if they're a little bit wider with these new releases, excuse me, or if they're more accurate to the original specs. I'm sure someone out there will let me know. Good performance from this little tiny pistol. It's very nice and comfortable in the hand, just like all Glocks in. You either love them or you hate them. Very nice release by Marui. I'm glad they did it. It filled a bit of a gap where, you know, your only other option was to go for like a WE or like a KWA maybe. I think VFC did one as well. Haven't looked at the VFC. In fact, no, I did look at the VFC one a while ago, very like a couple of years ago when they released. So yeah, really like this pistol. Great performance, great fit out of the box. If you don't mind it being all plastic, being a Tokyo Marui, but if you're buying a Tokyo Marui, you're going to be knowing it's plastic anyway. You're going to love this pistol. Great appearance on the boxes and such. Really do like that. And this is a thumbs up from me. Links in the description below for all relevant information in terms of our social media and everything like that. And hope you've enjoyed this little review of the Tokyo Marui Glock 19 gas blowout pistol. And hit the subscribe and the bell notification below to be notified when we're putting new videos up. We've got more Tokyo Marui stuff on the way. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.